Hallelujah. And the peace of God is Jesus. And so one for us that Jesus will take control over this nation. The peace of God will take control over this nation in the name of Jesus. Because when Jesus entered into this nation, peace is established in this nation. And one for crying to God, Jesus, shall we go to God in prayer? Father, in the name of Jesus, we pray for the peace in this nation. We pray for peace. We pray for peace. We pray for peace. We pray for peace. In the mighty God, we pray for peace. Let the peace of God reign in this nation. In the name of Jesus. Father, we pray for peace. We pray for peace. In the name of Jesus. The peace that passes all human understanding. Let peace reign. Let peace reign. Let your peace reign. Let your peace reign. Let your peace reign. Let your peace reign. In this nation, say like your peace, Lord. Lord, we ask for peace. Let peace reign. In every heart, we say like in the name of Jesus. God, let your peace reign. We pray for the peace of God. We pray for the peace of God. In the name of Jesus. We pray for the peace of God. In the mighty name of Jesus. We pray for the peace of God. 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 In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Tell them God the reason why you for pray because you don't get two nations. Because I see some people that she don't, they know they pray. Another problem is she don't go for pray. Hallelujah. Because we don't. This nation. Hallelujah. Child of God, pray for your country because your country now they reflect you. And so one for pray. Let God in this peace and this nation in Jesus' name. Go to God in prayer. But in the name of Jesus, we pray for peace. We pray for peace. We pray for peace. Let there be peace in this nation. We pray for the peace of God in this nation. In the name of Jesus. We're going to stand upon Joel chapter 2 verse 25. Hallelujah. We're going to pray that God will restore all what this nation has lost. God will restore them in Jesus' name. People, Sunday I been teaching at church and I tell the people and they tell them when we born, then 1930 something. When we want position, then they make you say, okay, this now you will be with my you now you will go member of parliament this year. Wait down, wait for stay. They will say, you say, I don't tire with so we don't look this person will not work. Do you help you be member of parliament? You educate you. You not educate so when you go there, you don't say this person they go work for a country. But now because of love not again, it don't lose. So now what thing they do now? Pass your land book. And when land book, when you go there, they get for pull all you for college. No, that one no if you don't pay. You have to put that first. And so when you go down for yourself, you go work for. We don't lost 13 a day. Today, a man, come on, a man cheap. Then they fetch for her now. Come on, a man, cancel. Then they fetch for her now. Cancel over 500,000 in the pay. Then they fetch. We Nana lost that team. Because first they want to say cancel. In fact, Nana say cancel they want to wushi. Then they got clean. How do you not say it's a Then they wushi. Then they got clean. So what did that cancel going for cancel me? Cancel on the same land. What are you? Enjoy this nation, and so I want to cry to Papa that let Papa restore this nation to its former position in the name of Jesus. Shall we go to God? Father, in the name of Jesus, we pray, and Lord, you restore this country, restore this country in the name of Jesus, restore this country in the name of Jesus. We pray, Papa, that you restore this country on the value of the us, on the values of the we
I take the 2 Panadol and the Epo. So all them what go through pain. If I be done a commune with them, but we just take and say, all these people don't take time to take medicine. So medication good. And I don't see people then they get strange feeling in their body, then they manage. I want people to say this body not for manage our body. Then they get strange, the moment when you begin get strange feeling. And for one, go to doctor for check-up. Make you go check up because that's the make is very say it just follow me die. It just collapse. Because if you don't get this feeling, but the pepper doctor himself, in a manager for himself. And when you begin for manage, you don't know what they go wrong inside you. And that's the way the problem. I remember one day, I began some strange feeling, so I go to the doctor. Now he said, what's happening? That's how they get some strange feeling. I began explaining. I said, He said, you better, you get strange feeling, you go one can. He said, someone they don't come. Past way don't collapse their brain. And then when they forget, I begin to, and they feel so physical. When you they feel, and when you not be don't come, then you know for me each this stage. Sometimes the persistent they make. You don't take Panadol, you don't take paracetamol, you don't take all the painkillers that this ain't not a stop. Go for checkup. Because you don't know if that headache today, that's something they go wrong with you. Sometimes, you know, whatever it is, not manage the body. And so this woman of God, they will can't talk more to you. We just prepare that now, but you can't talk more to you. And you will understand why you're not supposed to manage your body. Well, somebody say, when you go to the doctor just for the money, when they go ask, okay, agree. But you like for the money who swappers. And me, I know you're shocking then know that if only they will take action, you know, for me like that. Amen. But you know, you get some people that will say, now what's going on, man? Now lie. Not believe that, you know. God not a mark untimely death. The Bible says so. Untimely death not to God purpose for anybody in life. They can't even put people in God don't mark out. God be not. I know say God be not know say you will die so by carelessness. I mean no, say I don't know. Say okay, God be not know next thing. Say because of his carelessness he will come and but not to that for being careless. Because you know, oh man, finish you war. Amen. And so for honor that God inside this woman we know they use and the medical science. So what for put we hands together as we invite the sister, where are you standing? The sister Ramatu Conteh.
Hallelujah. Another blessed opportunity in our Father news. Amen. I want to thank God for this day. I want to tell God plenty thank you because I great privilege. But in order to God in great generosity for being a hallelujah. I want to give him all the glory. I want to tell God thank you for my mama and my papa because they are wonderful people. Me, I don't know anything whose word I use for this guy, but they are just unique. You know they get them tune at the store. Several are saying they people will tell you but their mama and papa. But you know they like ginger. You know, I want to thank God for the life. They are really a blessing to my life, to my family, even to waiting and do all waiting concern us. They are a blessing. Mommy, I really appreciate you. God bless you. And even for the honor one I give me for being thank God in our world. And I want to thank God for the pastors and the schools. They all the help for me. I appreciate you all. And to be all the God together at this general assembly this morning. I want to say I appreciate each and every one of us. And I believe to the gathering here today is going to be blessed in Jesus' name. I ask that we can receive. Father, in the name of Jesus, Lord, I bless you. Thank you for this time of impacting knowledge. Spirit of the living God, hand over yourself in His hand. Be the teacher through me, even as the teacher on the physical aspect of man. May your name be glorified in Jesus' name. Throughout this week, we don't go through the theme. And when we get this theme, I can always take theme very serious. Nothing ever to be played throughout the life. Because one thing I believe, God will give Him word for nothing. Where He give Him word, if you take it with seriousness and faith, it must work for you. And so when this thing we general overseer they announce unto me, He say appointed for kingdom glory. I say God, you are God indeed. I say even though before planet Earth was formed, we don't already there. I say you still focus for giving a thing like this. I say that means you want to confirm your love. You want to confirm that which you get for me, like the sword. I'm so blessed with this thing. We don't hear, and I believe so. We don't get different definition about glory, about appointed and everything. But we still get for we are. According to your research, glory now something where they put quality inside person or thing. That's something where praise worthy. That's something where honorable. That's something where beautiful. That's something where radiant. And so if Papa God tell me say, don't pick me for kingdom glory. That anything they are and more, Papa God wants for showcase inside you. But today we will go in another dimension. We will go in the medical side. We will get an ayah plus the rest of the congregation with Christ. Papa God say He appointed you for kingdom glory. How we will link up in the area of the body? How we will link up in the area of we day-to-day life? You know, as I say, when I look at the theme, and I begin to pray, and I go to God and I talk to God. And God just open my eyes to the formation of mortal man. And He give me a subtopic where like the glory of God in the formation of man. I want to make you know say the way our God make me is so glorious. When you study mortal man, you're so full. And you know they get anything for silver to just worship this God. God make we in such a unique way. He make we in a way with nothing inside creation of fever man. He make mortal man in such a perfect way. So the Bible tells me inside Genesis 1:26. It says Papa God make we out of in likeness, out of in image. And because we carry the likeness and image of God inside me, I want to make we know say we dey share in Papa God in glory. We dey share in whatever Papa God gets. Because what He gets, now He take from me. And so we for always feel that special. We for always feel that good. Say no matter how I look, one assurance I get is that the attribute of God is inside me. And that's lead we. For make I continue for search and go deep. And I say, God, waiting at this thing. And God open my eyes to the system that when you walk inside me. To the organs that when you walk inside me. We the gap, we the move all about. We don't even know what's in there inside me. Some of you don't even see them visually. You don't see them all in time. But Papa God puts in it inside me for in glory. Amen. It puts inside me for in glory. We mortal man, when you look, we will talk about each everything, the latter part. But in medicine, we get one to call the anatomy of man. That means to see how God made man. And then we get the physiology side of man. Then see how God take make man. How it will work inside man. And we get organs, we get systems, we made up of tissues, nerves, and all the rest of it. But today I want to labor on the 5 vital organs there. We get more than 5. But saying 5 here, they're so important that I look at and say, God really showing himself back. Their organs, they are also in creating mankind. The first organ we are going to talk about, and the heart. We mortal man, we heart. First of all, how we heart time. We can call and say we heart shape in an inverted cone. Cone can always this way, but the heart will turn the other way around. Appeal so that at least we will be able to understand. This is the human heart. This is the way you please the heart. When we say dissect the heart. When you please the mortal heart because it's sick. When you please her, this is the one side of the mortal man heart. You know, when you look at this image, it's just to show you say, God is just God. Because for put this kind of thing inside a bin, nobody not able for one person to create to. And you know, only just put and be. All them tell like this, they all get roles when they play. In as much as if one of them senior get problem, the heart is suffer. The heart they go through. See where you don't need for go through. Where by the grace of God, as we round up, we will know what will they do. When they make this precious image or this precious thing that God put inside me, we are suffering. The heart gets plenty work where they do for me mortal man. And no mortal man not be able to live without a heart. No matter how kind gent we get at this world, no matter. Why? Because of the duty when the heart they perform. So take one ask whose part this heart be na me body. The heart say at the left hand side of your body. When you pass your rib, you go under. You get one thick muscle really under the rib, what we call the diaphragm. Immediately after the diaphragm, you get the heart. Now they this precious organ. Now they papa God put up. And it links small to the lungs, the left lung. The heart get for but one of the major work when the heart they do are for pump blood throughout the one system. And I know every year say what a man day, you don't get blood and you survive. You don't want DP. So the heart gets a major role for play. And if the heart not able to do the work well, then not problem. The function says the heart is an organ that pumps blood throughout the body via the circulatory system. It supplies oxygen, nutrients to the tissues and removes carbon and waste. That's just a summary of what the heart does. But it has so many tasks. It's involved in the circulation. So you see, the heart is also involved in our respiration. If your heart is not functioning well, then you have problem with respiration. You can't even respirate well. You have difficulty in respiration. You either become dyspneic, tachycardia, all of those things. They are conditions due to heart problem. So we really need to take care of this precious organ. And not only with the circulation, but even supplying our bodies with the correct nutrients that we need. And taking those that we don't need out. So that our bodies will grow in the way God wants it to grow, in a very unique way. That when people see us, you will always marvel at the wonders of God. And then the second organ is the liver. The second organ that I want to talk on is the liver. This organ is reddish brown. It's wedge shaped. And it is the largest organ, one of the largest. And it has over 500 tasks to do in our bodies. So those that are destroying their livers, you are not doing good to yourself. Daily, it's not like weekly or hourly. 24 hours round the clock. This organ has over 500 tasks that it does in our body. And it's one of the largest organ in our body. It's one of the largest organ in our body. And just as we did for the heart, we want to know where this organ lies in our body. It lies in the when we say in the upper, because it's not down in our abdomen, but it's beneath also the rib of our body. That is where this organ lies. And we've mentioned it in women. What I mean, like older women or elder people, adults, it's 7 centimeters. And it's in men, it's 10.5 centimeters. So we have different in size. Another wonder of this God. It's just God. He decided to be like that. And according to studies, this particular organ does not completely form until after your second birthday. So it's after 2 years of age that the liver is completely formed. So it's such a precious organ. It is so vital in our lives. We need to really take care of it. What does this do? Just as I said, it has over 500 tasks per day that it is doing in our bodies. But in some way, the liver filters blood that comes from our digestive tract. Whatever we take, whether it's water, we spit, whatever that goes through our mouth, the liver has to work on it. And if we don't take the right thing, then we have issue with it. And it does not only work on it, but it passes it to the rest of the body. And so we should always try to keep our liver very, very healthy. Because if we fix our liver with the wrong thing, then our whole body will be full of poisoning. And I don't think we want that. So we need to take care of our liver. It is one of the biggest organs in our body. And it has a huge task for us to be going up and about. Thirdly, we have the lungs. The lungs. Most of us, we go to hospital. Doctors normally sound us. But one thing about we Sierra-Leoneans, we don't like ask questions. We always agree with what the doctor says. And God's own body ourselves. Sometimes it's nice to ask, because when you ask them, then you will know exactly what is happening. But some of us, we manage to go, they prescribe for us, we do all the necessary investigations, and we do not even ask, why am I going through this? What is happening? What is the benefit? We don't ask. Sometimes it is us, the clinicians, that will go and tell them, and we'll ask them, aren't you bothered about what is happening? It's not just about taking medication, but you should know, why are you taking it? I don't know what Sierra we are raised in that area. We don't normally act, we just take. And sometimes we prescribe for ourselves. We tell the clinician, we have Panadol and wine. We don't eat people, we are not aware. People are taking injection. And sometimes it's not necessary. We abuse the medical side of our lives in this country. And that is what is causing most of our maternal death. Everything about death in this country, most of the time, it's due to the way we take medication. Some people, they have their own doctors at home. We when we have the last day, we can take that. We have a lot of them. So not much like Oxalidon. It's something like it's upgraded and it's something that should be prescribed. What you have is codeines. When they do prescribe, but it also have its harmful effect. And you leave. And even one of our best drugs that we've been using years back, this Tramadol, they've turned it to another thing. Because people don't like going to hospital, just like what we were saying this morning. So they just take anything they want to. But it is very, very dangerous. We need to go. Just as I was saying, the lungs. It is situated in the thoracic region, this part of our body. And it's a spongy organ that is filled with air. No wonder when anything that is not air that enters into the lungs, the person suffers severely. It is such an organ that whenever anything happens, it reacts immediately. It will not be like the heart that will like manage for some time. I've been having severe headache. I've been having headache on my back, at the back of my head. I've been having pain around my neck. Those are some of the signs of hypertension. But we ignore them. But with the with the lungs, you can't. Because whenever a strange thing enters into the lungs, the person reacts immediately. The only thing that should be in the lungs is air. It's nothing like fluid, no strange object, no foreign object should be in the lungs. And if there is any, it's really challenging to take out. It's really challenging. And the worst of it, if you have something like going into the lungs, something that is not supposed to be part of it, living in it that is not air. Most of the time, it results in fatality because it is really difficult to deal with. The major role of the lungs is to bring in air from the atmosphere and pass oxygen into the blood. So you see how vital this organ is. The air that we breathe in, we don't see. We just take it in. But this organ has to work on it. It has to work on it, taking that which is good for our body. And it does not only stay in the lungs, but it circulates around our body. The heart also needs it, because the heart also needs to do its work. So the heart needs the lungs. It is a very, very precious organ. But we've destroyed it. As we go along, we will see how nature and ourselves personally have destroyed these organs. But there is still chance for us in Jesus' name. We will continue to the fourth organ, which is the kidneys. Sorry, I did not show you a picture of the lungs, but this is it. This is a picture of the lung. In here, it's shaped like a tree, with its branches. And when any of those ones get infected, we have some disease condition related to them. And for us, the most common one are pneumonia and asthma, which we'll talk about as we go along. The kidneys. We have two pair. We have one pair, and it's being shaped. We all know these broad beans. That's the shape of our kidneys. We have two. They are at our lower back, right underneath our spine. We find the kidneys here. We have one on our left, and then one on our right. We call them the left and the right kidney. We might want to ask, why is it two? All the other organs, even though they are vital, but it's just one of them. The kidney also has great tasks to do in our bodies. It depends on the person's body size for us to have the size of the kidney. We are all differently formed. This I mean we have different shapes, body composition, and based on that is how the kidney size will be. It's not like the liver that we said this is the length of the women and that of the men. With kidneys, it depends on your body size. And its function, it also filters and sends back to the heart. It filters this thing that we see blood. When we cut ourselves, we see blood coming out. They are all working in our bodies. The kidney filters this blood and send it back to the heart. Why? Because it's from the heart that the whole body gets blood supply. And if the kidneys are not there, or if they are there and they're not working well, then the heart will have a lot of work to do. That's why most people with kidney condition do have heart conditions. And people with heart condition do have kidney condition also, because they work directly. So we need to be careful. It also helps the body to take all of its waste, urine and all the rest of it. If the kidneys are damaged, how will this waste come out? If the kidneys are damaged, how will the heart pump blood to all the other organs? These are just five. We have others. We have the stomach. We have others. So if the kidney does not do its work accordingly, then there is a problem. And we are praying for that. That as we are learning, we'll do what we need to do. Because it's a sad thing in our country. When you go to the government hospitals and even the private, out of every 10 patients, you find at least 6 or 7 having these conditions. Conditions with the kidney, conditions with the liver. As for the heart, it's like a common thing in our country. Nearly each and every person in you has hypertension. Whether it is low, whether it is high, people suffer from it. So we really need to take care. We really need to be careful. Knowledge is power. As we are getting it, let's pass it on. People are dying. Most of them die before they don't know. Some people will tell you, had I known, I would have come earlier. Had I known, I would have stopped eating, drinking, or taking this thing. So we need to tell people. We really need to tell people. There is an activity in the Ministry of Health. It's something that has not been done. But because of the disease condition that will normally come, they decided to have these outreach programs. Because people don't go to hospitals. So they decide to take medical staff to go into communities. You go, you check the people, and then you tell them about a healthy life. Some of them will talk to you. Some of them will ask questions. And some will even determine to go to the hospital to do investigations. But yet still, we are still having high rates of death in our country. Yet still, we are still having either people are not aware, or people are just don't care. But these are the things that are killing us. And then lastly, the last one that I want to talk about is the brain. It's such a powerful and a complex organ. The heart is powerful. And all the other organs that I've mentioned earlier, they are all very good for us. But the brain is very, very vital. Because all that is happening to us, it connects to this organ. And if there is any problem with even one of the nerves of this organ, the whole system will collapse. It carries over trillions of nerves. And it works over 2 billion activities. So the brain is very vital. Someone might fall down and break his or her leg, but the person can still continue with life. But someone that falls and hits his or her head, that person, if not the grace of God, will die. It's a very fragile organ. All it has, it's protection, but it is very, very fragile. It has a lot to do in our bodies. It is very complex. And just as I've said, it has a lot of activities. For us to come here, this brain has to coordinate to the rest of the body that you need to go to Shalom. Now that I'm talking, the brain is coordinating. You need to pay attention. You need to think. You need to make decisions. You need to feel. You need to take. Everything that we do is connected to this complex organ. And so we need to be careful. And there are several divisions in this organ. We have frontal lobe, which is the front part of our head. We have the temporal lobe, the side of our head. We have the parietal lobe, which is at the middle of our head. And then we have the occipital lobe at the back of our head. All of this lobe has their different function. But interestingly, they all coordinate together. They work together in as much as they have their different functions. Like for the frontal lobe, it helps us to make decisions, to reason. You know, as I was going through the story, and it came to my mind, there's no wonder when something happens or when someone wants to make decisions, they sometimes walk this out of their head. Like, you need to walk. I need you know, because it helps us to reason. The temporal lobe, this part of our head, it helps us in our speech and in our sense of smell. See the wonders of this God. You know, we just move about. We eat, we drink, we sleep. We just think, but man cannot do it. Even with medicine, it's the help of God. Because without God telling the doctors what to do, how to amend these problems, then I wonder. So God has already glorified himself in us, even before creation, even before we were born to planet Earth. As I was going through the stories, for each time I looked at any organ, I said, God, you are just God. We cannot compare you with anything, whether mortal or immortal, what we can see or what we cannot see. You are just God. And then the occipital lobe, the one at the back, it's responsible for our vision. We are the same. Because this lobe is working actively. And if this lobe here is not working, then we have vision problem. And when we have vision problem, it won't only affect our eyes, but all surrounding organs, all surrounding tissues, nerves, and everything around that organ suffers also. God has beautifully created us. And I think this thing is just a confirmation that I am in you people. See what I made you to be. Putting all these organs together. And there are more to it. The systems that these organs work with. If we say we want to go through it, then we might spend the whole day. Because we have about 11 systems. And each and every one has their work. And they work with these organs. And in as much as they work with these organs, systems work with systems. So God is just God. We should not only appreciate him when we see our physical body, but in the inside of us. I think it just showcases himself as God. Because everything that is inside of us is what we are seeing outside. So he is just God. He is just God. As I said earlier on, we've contributed so much. We need to make these organs beneficial to us. Our parietal lobe. It processes our body like the temperature of your body. If it's hot, this is the lobe that tells you. And we have a tiny gland in there. We call it the pituitary gland. It's so tiny. But that is the most powerful gland here. Because it regulates our body's temperature. It is the gland that will tell you that fever is here. It is the gland that will tell you that this person's temperature is so cold that the person might enter into shock or other condition. We have it in there. It is the gland that will help you to taste and assess what you taste. Whether it is sweet, whether it is sour, it is bitter, whatever. And it is the lobe that tells you how to respond when someone touches you or something touches you. A feeling, as something made you feel. Nada parietal lobe, lying lobe. In one more, as something make you know say is one, because na in the lobe. You know, some people they in a condition. When it is so sick, when you pinch them, you know they respond. That means they will know, not the activity. Some of them, even when you run in stand on, when it's so painful, they respond. That means to say that low way for me it respond. They don't go down. So that we come for conclusions. The brain is very, very complex. We for very be careful with this. And let a small crack. Now in that is called. We cover. You know there are several coverings for make you reach inside the brain. But God forbid, that's what God scores. And then a tiny crack, one body will suffer. Because it will lead you to unconsciousness. It will lead you body system for absorb. The kidney will work abnormal, the heart will work abnormal. All things will work abnormal. Because the central part of man don't be touched the wrong way. So God really there for heaven. You know when I prepare, most of the time we don't talk about Okada there. I can say that for the Okada and for we Papa will protect Okada. Because sometimes it is wash, you watch you won't pray, you know, I didn't believe. Because I don't pray, I will say, now we but it really sad because some person can be a victim. You know, and you know, I get colleagues and I we love somebody, we get a brain injury, whether an accident, whether an robber, we don't walk on this continue. You are slave to that patient. It really is not easy. Because the patients don't even know what's happening around them. So if it affects, then you get to use your skill for coming down. Whatever abnormalities, whatever thing we do abnormal, now you get to use your skill. Because by then, just like I say, this when at the center of coordinating system of man, don't get problem. Outside the problem. Tempo which the person, if now 1 o'clock you get a problem, by 3 o'clock you check in urine, it will become like cold. It's like Coca-Cola. Person wait 2 hours before that thing, in urine be clear, in urine be fine. Waiting do. Now in Edo, but kidney don't be affected because circulation will take place accordingly. The organs say they go excess now. All man they try for good side, for leg, whose side don't get the injury, can't do. But most of the time, it will become fatal because the act is not easy from being possible. But so we really need to take care. And as I say, the condition where most of the time we can suffer, and very common about with their organs there. For the heart, hypertension, so common for the heart. Sorry for the bleed. One of the conditions. Some of them can be disease condition. When I will say later. Some can be heredity. Where we get them from the parents or the family line. Sometimes one person or the other when they suffer from her. But we still have an opportunity to make our life beautiful. Amen? We still have the opportunity. As I was saying, the heart, we saw the picture, and we're going to display them as we're going through. The human heart. Just like I said earlier on, one condition that we suffer is hypertension. It's hypertension. We saw the diagram. Those diagrams, all of those things that we see, they have names. We have veins in our heart. We have arteries in our heart. And those two works so that we can have what we need. What to prevent these heart conditions.
One try for snapper, because my uncle with an alley now pass for snapper and get him next time. That is the if we snap and play with a screamer,
yeah, what I mean when I snap, then you send me so that you can
Just like I said, hypertension, now a condition where the blood will work too much against one of the activities. Then be big thing there, will be feel by pie. We see the heart where the heart open, and we see half of the heart. That half though we see, it divides into four. That half though we see, it divides into four. We get two chambers on the right side, and then we get two chambers on the left side. And thin and day, we separate then chambers in day. We will call valves.
When I send the paper, they ask me at least
Please go here. You know we are dealing with time.
I know you when I send them, no problem.
These are the brain, along with sleep and this last talk.
The heart.
Victoria, please help him here.
The heart.
And the one, yes, the one with the black back.
Can you make it bigger?
Beloved, this is fireworks. So we see then, we see this image. There are something that when we see, we just think they are tubes or pipes, but they all have what they're doing. They have what they're doing. This is the heart that is dissected. And this heart that is dissected, it also divides into four. This is the right side of the heart, and this is the left side of the heart. The right side of the heart is also divided. You have the upper chamber and the lower one. You have arteries and the ventricles. How does our heart pump? What happens when someone happens to have hypertension? Blood collects from this right part of our body, the lower right part of our body. It enters when it's filled in this chamber. These valves here open, and when it opens, it comes there. When it's also filled, it closes and pumps it down to the left chamber. And when it also is filled, it opens to the right chamber. And in this right chamber, you have the major artery in our body. And this is the only artery that supplies oxygenated blood. When the blood is at the right side of our body, there is no oxygen. But when it moves to the left side of our body, then it becomes oxygenated. And that's the blood that we need for our body. For hypertension, when these valves that are separating these chambers, when any of them is pressed on hardly, maybe the blood that is coming in so fast, it's coming in like within 5 minutes the chamber gets full because of one reason or the other. These valves get tired of working, and when they get tired of working, so when these valves that separate this chamber get weak because the quantity of blood that is pumped there is frequent, is plenty, then it becomes weak and it results to hypertension. It has its time as it works. Within like seconds, the quantity that should go in every chamber. And if it does not go in accordingly, you have issue. And if it's going forcefully or more, there is an issue. So for hypertension, if it goes more, then these valves will work, and then you get tired. It's God that is acting, is controlling all. It's not medicine, it's the Creator that has appointed us for His glory. These are the glorious things of God. See how the circulatory system works. And whilst it is doing this, remember, it works with the respiratory system. It works with an organ, the lungs, because there we get this oxygen that does the change of blood for it to work well in our bodies. God is just God. It's just that. And so we need to be careful. We should not be overburdened with stress and depression. We should not eat what we do not need to eat. Excess of sojourn. We already have this. It's one of the elements that we have in our bodies, sojourn. We have. Why do people put extra salt, extra maggi when they are eating? It's not necessary. It destroys us. We have it in our system. And it's one of the systems in our body. What people like to add. The son not laugh with raw salt, raw maggi. We don't need to. Because the one we have in our bodies, these organs, these valves, they have to work on it. And if you continue to add more, it's like putting more pressure on this beautiful nerve, on this beautiful, beautiful organ. And so it's destroying this valve. And most of the time, the valve that is connected directly to the axis, the main axis that takes circulation around our body, is most of the time affected. Because it does the last work for circulation to complete. We have such precious gifts. We need to take care of them. Hypotension. Because this country, not hypertension because they say hypertension. Hypotension. These sometimes cannot, it's not like stress related or burden related. Sometimes our diet, we don't have balanced diet. And there is one particular vitamin that we need throughout our life, which is vitamin B12. It should be in our diet. If we don't have vitamin B12, then we'll have issues. Because the vitamin B12 works with the red blood cells in our bodies to produce our hemoglobin. They say the blood fine. The red blood cells, they produce the blood that we have. They too work, they work harder. And they have their lifespan. But if in our diet you don't have these vitamins, then the red blood cells will break down faster. That will cause anemia. Although we have other related disease conditions, but for low blood pressure, we need to check our diet. Some of the drugs that we take, they are not helping us. Instead of building us, they are not helping us. In as much as we want to have a very good hemoglobin in our body, we should not have excess of it. We don't need too much of iron in our system. We don't need it. When you have too much of iron, you have other complications. So we need to be watchful. That's why before I came in, I like the way mommy started. It's not about money. It's about the value God has placed in us. That's why you should be doing checkups. At least once a year. It will help us so much. For the liver, okay, let's go to the lungs. The lungs. We see the two sides, the left lung and the right lung. It's a spongy organ. And it should be filled with air, nothing else. And if you look closely at the image, you will see like branch surface. Those things we call the bronchial. And the main one that stands as a tree is called the bronchiole. see. We can see those little branches that are the extreme. Those are the bronchials. In cases of asthma, these bronchials, they become inflamed. These are made, they become swollen and narrow. That's why when we say a person suffers from asthma, the person chokes, has very noisy breathing, whistling. That's what's happening. The person chokes, the person has severe respiratory distress, because this bronchiole is supposed to open so that air can move in and out freely. But because they are infected now, they get swollen and narrow. Air cannot pass freely. And that's one of our disease conditions in this country. Most people suffer from asthma. They suffer from asthma. And people sometimes don't know how they pick up it late at night. But it's still something that God can handle. And for pneumonia, when we go to the hospital, we will say, pass when it pass oxygen and nose. Because what happens, these lungs that are supposed to be filled with air are now filled with other fluids, like water. And if water is there, it's very challenging to take out. That's why the person cannot breathe normally. Because the center of circulation for oxygen to come out and go to the other organs has been infected. So the person or the child, whoever, cannot breathe normally. And those are most of the conditions that we have in our hospitals when we want to talk about lung infections. And we have severe ones that are even fatal. If something stage goes into that lungs, the person might suffer of lung cancer. And for lung cancer, the person don't live long, suffer a lot, that is at the end of the day. Maybe cancers on the other side might take years or some time, but lung cancer kills as soon as possible. So we need to take care of our lungs. How? People that are smoking, taking alcohol, mothers that are feeding their babies. This if a man black and brown, you know, will do this part. You know, the first responsibility you feed them. If picking no one eat, you know they can. Friends with you, they can. But this is what has been happening in Africa, especially in my beautiful country. See how you. When you go to the provinces, you want to correct them, they will take you, they are not stress me. So I almost say, Mama, feeding a young faith in Africa. You know, there is one thing that we are battling with now, exclusive breastfeeding. Syrians don't seem to buy the idea. We are really struggling with that. Ask for that said, if you know for me, you start much water and drink before you turn so. That was there. And that was why we are having a high rate of infant mortality. Not that children are not dying before their 5th birthday now, but it's much better compared to those days. It's much better. So, dear, what they not picking a door? How is speaking again pneumonia? We know they smoke here, we know they smoke cigarettes. How we can get out? I know we get away, you people feed them. You need press and it's not pleasing her. I don't care for imagine. You need press and everybody knows you begin a vet, and they aspirate whatever you put in want. And as they aspirate, definitely instead of the wrong side to go, they go on the wrong side. and then they choke. When they choke now, you can fling at you. Just look at. Wait till you are, look at no more. It's just that get some hand. Unless you have to probe well, then you know that it was hand feeding. Some of them don't say the truth. So we need to tell people they need to stop. Hand feeding is not good. For those that are smoking, it's not good. It's not good. It's damaged this precious organ. It's not good. Can you please go to the liver? The liver. The common condition we have in our country now is hepatitis. Hepatitis. And it's a fatal condition. The root of transmission, and all people just neglect it. Most of the time, they came when it's chronic, when it's in the state that we call cirrhosis of the liver. How can medical people help when you damage this very important vital organ in the body? By smoking again, cigarettes, taking alcohol. And for us Christians, who say we don't smoke cigarettes, we don't take alcohol, but the drugs that we take that are not prescribed, they damage. The drugs that you take, how this person gets this condition? They smoke, it's not Satan business. The drugs we take only makes you know they take any reaction. And some get very, very strong reaction. It hits the liver. And we know for digestion, after whatever we take it through our mouth, it goes straight to this organ. And if we do not give this organ the right thing, then we damage it. Yes, we are not smoking, we are not drinking, but what are the drugs that we take? And sad to say, we don't even drink plenty water in this account. With all the hits that we have, Sierra and Zola drinking water. And some of us have also passed that to our children. They don't drink water. Because sometimes if you take a lot of weight, it helps to flush out these things. But we don't drink water. So it damages everything in that organ. Everything. And when this machine is damaged, what we take, as we take it to work, so it goes to work in all the organs and systems of our body. And there we become very healthy. So we need not to destroy this organ. It's very, very vital for us. And then the kidneys. We know the whole of the kidney. I would take out waste, things that are not needed in our bodies. It take it out. And it also helps the heart to pump blood into the whole system. But just like I said earlier when you take unnecessary drugs, they go and sit in our kidneys. And the collection of these drugs, they become calcium. And it turns in what we call kidney stones. Who's that? That makes you when you take the normal food. You refuse to eat plenty of water. You know the overthink. We've come to a conclusion that at least 1 to take water fine for you for day. But some people they hardly drink. They beg to take 1 per day. It will help. Because this organ it needs water for doing work effectively. In as much as it don't need excess. Because some of us, today we are learning. We want to go and do excess. I want to event kidney stones. Let me take 2 per day. Let me take 4 per day. You overburden the kidney. It works abnormally. It works abnormally. So we really need to be careful. All the food that we eat, they all have their own components of toxins in them, some amount of poison in them. And it's this kidney that works to take those things out. But if we do not nourish the kidney, then we'll have problems. Even though they are two, God is so good. He gave us 2 of these organs, but we still need to take care of it. And then the brain, the treasure box of our life. It is the central communication lines of the whole body. When anything happens to the brain, it affects the whole body. It might not be an accident. It might be the same thing, drug, abuse of drug. It might be violence. People fighting, eating themselves like they are fighting animals rather than their own fellow humans. When this organ, you see all of those things, those coil things, they are the nerves in the brain. And we have over trillions of them in our brain. And when you look at the second image, you see something like a stem. All what happens to the brain, that thing that is called a stem, we call it the brain stem. It connects to the spinal cord for activities of the day. Or even when we are asleep, it works a lot. We need to be careful. God showing Himself in the creation of man. Glorifying Himself in the creation of man. What are the things that we eat? What are the things we are involved in? We are saying human rights, let me get their rights. But we are destroying our lives. We are destroying our lives. Especially this LGBT that is going on now in America. And soon people want to compete. Lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender. The area of transgender, God has beautifully made us the way He wants us to be. You're a woman, you should be a woman. You should not try to become a man. Because after all these surgeries that they're doing, trying to make you with other sex, they affect all these organs. They affect all these organs. And the worst of it, because they want you or they want to change their sex, even the hormones that made them man or woman, they have to give them the one that they have. You know, it's really painful. It's really disheartening. God has taken His time to prepare us in His image and in His likeness. But man has chosen their way. Doing all of these things. Why do you want to change? Why do you have to change? You may think, when they're doing something to my penis, I'm no longer doing it, they're going to create a vagina for me. But in that process, you're disturbing the other organs. You are doing more harm than good. But when you want to say it, they will say it's their right. So the human right is it now over the beauty of God. So we in church, we understood, and I think we need to let them know. Because some of them do go because they don't have idea. For our adolescents and children, due to peer pressure, they try to photocopy. For elderly people also, because people are not content, they go destroying the beauty of God. But we want to thank God, because if we have been there, we've learned something today. And for those that are there, God will give us grace to tell them that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. God has designed us in such a unique way. It not only put His Spirit in us, but all of this are glorious in our lives. We need to appreciate God for each and every one of us. He has beautifully created mankind. And when you look at this organ, when you actually look how they are walking, you will have no option but to bow on your knees and to worship this God. I remember the first day I was in the labor ward. I've been taught in school, and it was time to practice. When I saw the baby coming, the baby presented the face, survivor to live. And then you will see the baby turning, taking a posture. You are not touching the baby, just leave the mother to have a contraction. You will see this baby turn, and push herself out. I shouted that day, and I think I've never shouted that in my practice. I said, God, believe me, you does it. It's not mine. When you see how much I'm radical this world, no sooner you pull in face, they don't be disconnected with your mind. Though it connects with the core, now it affects for himself. No sooner in face don't come out. And I'm able to stop on that stage there. You're not there. We don't get grace. They say you never can do this again. This you be born as. And we know what we do. It's not like cutting them. We are helping them. Because at the end of it all, they are full with joy. Because they receive what they have been longing for. But you receive the wonders of God and delivery. And you believe to worship His God. He's such a great God. Please, let's take care of our bodies. Let's know what and what we should eat. To eat a balanced diet is not to be rich. You can still manage your condition and eat a balanced diet. And one thing that we normally forget is exercise. People don't exercise. Walking to work is walking to work. It's not exercise. Walking around your office place is doing your work. It's not exercise. Learn at the end of each day, at least 30 minutes. Just take a brisk walk, to and fro. It will help a lot. It will help a lot. Thank you for your attention.
Don't go yet. What a wonderful thought in the mysteries of God. As you are sitting there, you don't know what is happening inside. You know what? Next year she will be here. And what we are going to do next year, we'll make sure that every set, so that we'll be pointing and we'll give her more time. Because these things we need to know. Am I talking? We need to know. Because there are so many types of diseases this today. And when you know you will be able to take care, because like now, she does not have time to tell us what do you eat that caused the problem. What should you not eat? How much you should eat it? Next year we are going to give her 2 sessions so that she will be able to highlight the things that are good to eat that will help our brain, help our liver, help our lungs, our kidneys, our heart. And you know one thing, as she was talking, there is something I learned, that there are certain vegetables, certain foods that are shaped according to these things. And that is the mystery of God. And when you look at them, exactly the shape of these things, and they are, when they have studied that these things are good for that particular thing. And then I begin to ask ourselves, we have got a problem for ourselves. Because if we only take those things, it enters us to help to build our system. But they have sweetened the poisons for us. That's what they have done in the world. They sweeten it, they make it so nice and so tasty, but they are the things that kill. And so we need to learn more. But I'm quite sure that you have questions. So we want you to ask our questions. Please don't be afraid to ask. Can somebody go around with the mic, please? Yes, okay.
Thank you, much. This I want to clarify something for me. You say we had then at the left. So it's make we can you mama also the doctor them as you feel pain like chest. It's heart attack. So the relationship because then I left on they feel pain and it's heart attack. Now you had so many people. So do you explain?
Okay. The heart definitely is now the left. We then below one thick, big muscle we call the diaphragm, but they come up. They come up close to the lungs. And so when you go tell doctor say we chest the heart, you chest the heart. That's the one of the sign of heart condition. But she say something they want with your heart. And I mean, when you tell doctor that one day, they start first to check your blood pressure. After we take the blood pressure, maybe you go put you on medication or exercise. Then you take calm. When you come back, if the pain still continue, they go recommend the investigations. As like television. Then they read the line to go up and down. That they show you say the half the way. If the line goes straight and the body, that line will see that machine for the don't straight. Before they go up and down. If they make like when they plot a chart. That's where they go. They don't go up, you know for the like one line. So until they start with one line, as the process they continue, they go up, they go down, they go so like the radiologist they able for interpreter when the results come out. If still the pain continue, then we do a form of scan. That one is just like how we try to see the heart. We call them echo. Echo, they go into your system. You can ask the doctor, I want to see this process. You will see like how this picture shape the heart. You will see where the heart shape. You will see the four sides back way shape of the heart. And you will see how they valve they go empty and full. Where separate the chambers there. When the door chamber don't full, it is open. They come up to the right and upside. That's the way they come up. As you don't begin from up, don't come up. It is locked for this. Then they come over from the left for making it up. Now then found then they get problem. Then they see because the echo like a film, it they show all things. Then they see. Sometimes the valve can go big. and you no need for thick. Sometimes it cannot thin, and you no need for thin. So we get them pain again, especially when the valves don't involve, and that's why we begin getting pain then. Sometimes we can get the pain then, related to heart condition. It can be to say, maybe you strain yourself, you overlift, or maybe you cold. But if you're persistent, I advise you see a doctor to rule out all those conditions.
Yes, Doc. I want for ask wetin dey cause tumor na the brain, and I want for ask if dem do that operation make another person dey live.
Yeah. Tumor na a collection of tissues. The body get tissues now, we get what property. Depending on the surgeon, depending on how they do the operation, the person can make and then depending on the type of tumor, you get benign tumor, you get malignant tumor. If that tumor na benign tumor, it's not cancerous. Not a tumor anyhow. In fact, some surgeons can say, "Oh, ignore him." What they torment you, ignore him. In surgery, what does not torment you, just leave it. Don't tamper with it, you leave it. No matter how they make, no matter what's in order to torment you, we leave it. We don't tamper with it. In surgery, we don't tamper with it. But with the one that we have to do surgery, it depends on the surgeon, depends on the tumor, and the operation, the process. Most of the time, people do survive. I've seen someone that has tumor in her brain, and it was affecting her vision. So they had to do surgery. They had to go through her nose, come back of the head, and the tumor. But all of those are the wonders of God. Are we good?
I want you talk about vitamin B12. You can advise me waiting for it when we supply and the body.
We get natural things there. Where God bless you apart from medicine. We go reach for take the actual medicine if the need arise. But sometimes we consider leaf, we put beans per man. At the end of the day, we not even eat one fruit. We not even eat one fruit. And all of those fruits, they carry vitamins. Some of we, they make excess, like permine. If the permine don't care, we not they satisfy. Permine is good. It has a lot of vitamin A in it. But excess of it are poison. It makes you get unnecessary fat. And one thing I want to make we know, not the time causing health status buying body weight. So man can fat, but it's not healthy. So man can thin, it's healthy. So man can thin, it's not healthy. You can say this is not fat, but we get some people can measure fat appropriately with body. Where you put that bomb one and that one or two bomb, you will find out something one or two bomb get a lot of fats in the system. That's the way it is. Yes, one woman. They see somebody body small, but the cholesterol level inside the high fat. So long as they mistake then thing and day.
Yes. What it actually calls what you lose the block. You lose the block at times. You really won't get it.
Go to asthma, remember that name. Go to asthma, what's pneumonia. Can be allergies sometimes. Change of weather. Some of we body are very sensitive. Any weather will change. So man they react. So man the environment they always they react to that environment. Yes, so it not can be health related, but again necessary for me. And if that's where the bother you, you can put further investigation. But I think I'm saying
internet. Some of them will just post to you. If you take this step and this step, this thing will be. So we get them all over. Now we read this wonderful, things, and they also, we don't see the danger, because the mistake when you do, you don't damage yourself. Please, as a medical person, advise me with the medical doctors and back with the internet. Wait to go do.
The internet, I want for everybody. For me, I want for advice. For you, everybody want to fast the internet. Because one, in medicine, we don't treat according to the age of the person. We treat according to the body weight. And some of us don't know our actual body weight. And we want to treat ourselves. That's the first mistake. And in as much as we have all these organs in our bodies, we have our different style, like what we call in medicine genetics. We have a unique code. We have all these organs, but we are uniquely made by God. I have my genetic makeup from my family line. You have yours from your family line. We can take the same medication. It might not work on me, but it might work on you. So for medicine, please, let us don't use the internet. Let us seek the correct people. Try to go to the correct practitioners. Some of us like going to pharmacies. Pharmacies are doing business with the medicine. They are not diagnosing us, and so they are not going to give us the right medication. We should stop going to the pharmacies for clinical diagnosis. When we want to be clinically diagnosed, we need to see clinicians. We need to see people that are trained, that will do thorough investigation. I remember some months back, I was in India, and I went for the general medical checkup. You have to check me for my hair to the sole of my foot. And there they have their general practitioner, their GPs. They start with you. And for every organ or condition of investigations that you do, you have the professionals that will interpret and